Okay, so minor spoilers warning if you have not seen the series premiere of The Legends of Tomorrow, and you may want to get the hell up off this video and go check it out your damn self. You got 2 seconds to leave. Here we go. Now, it's pretty awesome how they introduced all the main team members of the show, and it's pretty funny how they're you know the the guy that comes to snatch them all up, Rip Hunter. You know how he snatches them all up, splashing you know a little white device in front of their eyes as soon as he walks up to them, and when he snatches them up, it's like ding, ding, ding. Like, and he does it like they're nothing too. Like they're all like they're all just easy characters to abduct, and they're all badass too. And he snatches them up like they're nothing, like ding, 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 ding. and and that's pretty awesome when they introduced Firestorm. That he settled in Pittsburgh. I forgot he was settled in Pittsburgh. When they mention, that's my hometown. When they mention my hometown in these stories, I just geek out like, my hometown plays a part. I mean, oh no, I mean that's just rare when you hear a hometown that like Pittsburgh, being played into a role, into a story like this. It's I don't know, it's just fascinating to me. So don't judge me. I mean, come on. I mean, if it was New York or California, they'd be like, oh, yeah, of course that would play a part because it's a very typical spot to play a part in these kind of stories when they decide to go a different direction, and they do that. It's pretty awesome. This episode is a good build-up episode. It's split up into two parts, and the title of this episode is what the pilot part one, and pilot part two is next week. And I think part one is basically getting this team together, and it's of course it's going to be some of them that don't want to be there, and some of them that are on board, and then it ends with them all declaring their commitment to being this team and saving, just basically saving history before it gets destroyed by Vandal Savage. Which makes me wonder. I hope we get to this answer before the season's over. Is how did he get out of Malcolm Merwin's possession? Because the last time we saw Vandal Savage, his remains were there, and Merwin's stupid ass just picks them up, and he takes his remains with him. So I'm curious to see, like, did it get out of his possession, or did he bring him back, or what's going on? I mean, I'd like for him to touch base on that at some point. So, but in the meantime, I enjoyed this pilot episode so far. It's pretty neat. What I find interesting is when Captain Cold and Heatwave are on board, they surprisingly are not trying to double cross anybody. Like on board. Not Firestorm, not nobody. I mean, that's surprising how willing at least Captain Cold and is to be there, and he's doesn't seem to have a problem with being a hero for once, and I guess to stop Vandal Savage from wiping everyone out of the existence. I mean, I guess there'll be nothing for him left for him to steal. So I'm guessing that's why him and Heatwave are on board. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's weird. It's really weird seeing those two, with them. I mean, like, shit must really be bad if you need villains to to be part of the team. So yeah, it must. I mean, Vandal Savage is really that much of a threat. Then holy shit. And it turns out they when they time travel back into the 70s, they turns out they run into somebody that with important information about Vandal Savage, and it turns out to be um, the child of Hawkman and Hawkgirl. I don't know if he's the bio. I don't think he's the biological child. I mean, maybe he is. I don't know. They never touched base on whether he's their biological child, or if they adopted him, or if they took him in, or I don't know. I assume that since they're immortals, that they can't bear children. I mean, that seems to be a life cycle for immortals in a lot of these stories where they can't bear children. And I mean, I've that's my acknowledgement on immortals in general when they're telling the story of immortals and they can't bear children, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I don't know if Hawkgirl and Hawkman are able to have children. And maybe if they are, I mean, cool. I mean, if they're not, then I mean, that's no surprise to me because they're immortals. But feel free to fill me in on that. But not a lot really happening in this pilot. I mean, this is just the beginning. I mean, I think the whole premise of this episode is to get everyone together and and the show that they're not going to be on board with it at first, and then it ends with them all committing themselves to why they're there in the first place. So I give it an 8 out of 1 to 10. I enjoyed it. It was fun to see all the supporting characters from Arrow and the Flash all together in their own series, and I'm real curious to see where it goes. I may not review episode by episode. I might. I don't know. It depends on how good I think it is. I mean, if you would like for me to do episode by episode, let me know in the comment section. And if you enjoyed my review for the pilot, give this video a thumbs up. Well, pilot, part 1 of the pilot. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you click subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. I mean, DC's doing it. They have their company's name in the logo. That's awesome. DC's Legends of Tomorrow. So that they're not fucking around. So I think DC's gonna make a comeback this year. Peace out, y'all.